Right.
Now let's talk about descriptive economics and economic theory. Descriptive economics mean the compilation of data that describe phenomena of facts. For example, the statistical abstract of United States, which collect a large volume of data every year that describes many features of the U.S. economy. You know, it is important to use data or the facts in economy so that the country or the government can use this fact or data to do the research and improve the economy of its country. Now, let's move on. The economic theory, a statement or set of related statements about cause and effect, action and reaction. Economic theory attempts to generalize about data and interpret them. You know, let me clarify this. The economic theory is that you use the existing theory to imply with the real world to make it easier for you to understand what happened in the real world, and in theory it can be used in this way, that way. Now let me explain more. Theory is a simplification or an abstract of real world, and it also means that it amplifies reality by cut away irrelevant detail to focus only those behaviors that are important to the question being asked. The principle that irrelevant details should be cut away is called the principle of Occam's razor. You should remember this because it is important. Now, theories and models. Model is a formal statement of a theory, usually a mathematical statement of a presumed relationship between two or more variables. Variable, it is a measure that can change from time to time or from observation to observation. Now let's see this theory. Ceteris paribus, or the meaning is all else equal. It is a device used to analyze the relationship between two variables while all other variables are held unchanged. Using the device of ceteris paribus helps us simplify reality to focus on the relationships that interest us. And you should remember this one. If A, then B. Other things held constant. Still confusing? Okay, let's see the example. If the price of Oishi green tea increases, what would you do? Will you buy it?
No, I won't buy.
See, you would not buy if the price is increased. So then the purchasing quantity of Oishi green tea will be decreasing. But the income rate, unemployment rate, and other facts must remain constant, which is applied to, the rule, if A, then B, other things held constant. Cautions and pitfalls. In formulating theories, it is important to avoid two pitfalls. Pitfalls mean mistakes or something that you have been misunderstanding. The first one is fallacy of composition, and the second one is post hoc fallacy. Now let me explain this one. Fallacy of composition. It is an incorrect belief that what is true for an individual or a part is necessarily true for the whole. For example, the women who have big bodies mean that they are fat because they don't work out at the gym. You see, if you met these women, you would just think that, oh, they don't exercise at all, they would just eat and sleep in front of the television. But This is not true. It's just your own judgment, because this woman may be pregnant, or they may have some disease like thyroid or even edema disease, that they get bigger and bigger because they consume the water in their body. Now the second one, post hoc fallacy. It is a common error made in thinking about causation or cause and effect. If event A happens before event B, it is not necessarily true that A caused B. For example, Timmy had an argument with his macroeconomics teacher before the examination period. Then, a week later, the results of macroeconomics subject was posted on the website, and he found out that he has got C for this subject. This is not true, because we cannot conclude that the C grade that he has got come from the teacher himself, because Timmy might be a bad student and he might not study before the exam. That's why he got C grade. Now, let's move to another one, testing theories and models. Empirical economics. Empirical economics is the collection and use of data to test economic theories. This is like the thing that you use to test whether this theory can be used or not. Macroeconomists is continuously monitoring and studying the behavior of the national economy past thousands of items of data. When one theory fails to explain what is observed, or when another theory better explains what is observed, that theory is rejected. It means if one theory, like in the old time, this one guy said that the world is not circle, it's just flat. You can walk all over because it's just flat. But then another scientist proved that no, the world is like the ball, is circling, because we have observed, we have this science revolution. So that first theory that the guy said the world is flat is not true, so it is rejected. And you should remember that the best theory or model is the one that yields the most accurate predictions. Now, economic policy. This one is important for economics. It is the formulation of economic policy requires objectives. You should ask yourself, hey, what do we want to change? Why? What is good and what is bad about the way the system is operating? Can we make it any better? By using this thing, we need 4 criteria. These 4 criteria imply in judging economic outcomes. The first one would be efficiency. Second one, equity or fairness. And the third one, growth. And the last one, stability. The meaning of efficiency economic is one that produces what people want at the least cost. If the economy allocates resources to produce goods and services that nobody wants, it is inefficient. For example, if you are in the Muslim country and you have this famous pork factory, and Muslim, they don't eat pork, why would you sell pork in that country? So it would be inefficient. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, now let's move to another one, equity. It implies a more equal distribution of income and wealth. Growth, it is an increase in total output and thus a higher standard of living. For example, technological improvement, acquisition of knowledge and skills. Economic will learn to produce more and better. from the word growth, it means like something is going better by something. So this new technological make you have like more outcome. The knowledge and skilled workers can produce more work, more product for you. So it explains by itself. And the last one, stability. It is a condition in which national output is growing steadily with low inflation and full employment of resources. Now, thank you for your attention. I hope you have learned so far. This is the presentation by Group 9, Macroeconomic Section 413. Thank all of you. Bye.